to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Dukes offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snags it over the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Odom. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his hand downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 20, he's got space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Under fire. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together.
Oh, he found a space on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. On the move. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one is... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Dukes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The throw to the outside is complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback moving. On the Action to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be 3rd and long. He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Dukes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're working that left side, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Touchdown, Dukes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Odom. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Splits the uprights, good. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense more than happy. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking for a productive play on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Dukes have this offense rolling. Going up top again. Got a man. It's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the back. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fires on the move. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Dukes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
With that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
3rd down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dukes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. They'll move the wide receiver. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, James Madison. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I'll watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Here comes the heat. Finding open areas. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Kennesaw State right back to work. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like that.